Solving 1.1.4 requires us to again find and solve for x. So find the value of x, and in this regard there is a square root sign. Whenever there's a square root at the beginning of your answer or at the beginning of the question, whenever you then find your answer, it's important to check all the values to see if both of them are solutions. So in this question, our first step is to get rid of the square root. Because our objective is to solve for x, we need to put all the x's together, but we cannot because currently there is a square root over there. So by squaring both sides, we square both sides because what you do on one side, you need to balance it out. It's an equation, so you do it on the other side as well. Then this square root cancels with that square, and then we're left with x plus 28 is equal to, we expand on this bracket over here. There's two ways in which you can do it. There's one shortcut, or you can expand. In this example, I'll expand. So 2 minus x and 2 minus x. Then x plus 28. Over here, we're going to FOIL these brackets out. We're gonna multiply them out. So everything in this bracket should multiply everything in that bracket, starting with the 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4. 2 times minus x gives us minus 2x. Minus x times 2 gives us minus 2x. Minus x times minus x. Minus and minus gives us positive, and x times x is x squared. So we have this. Then we want to move everything to one side, so I'm going to take x plus 28 and move it to the other side. That's going to leave 0 on this side. 0 is equal to, on this side of the equation I have minus 2x and minus 2x. These are like terms. We can join this to be one thing, which will be minus 4x plus x squared. And then we move our x from this side to the other side, it becomes negative minus x. Same thing with that 28 minus 28. Then if you simplify this a bit by moving things around, you can then simplify the problem to be x squared minus 5x minus 24. This will be equal to 0 as you see it. It doesn't really matter which side you write the problem on. Once you have a 0, you can shift it around. I prefer, and most mathematicians prefer, to work from the left hand side, getting a value. So once it's like this, again it's a trinomial, and we can find values for this by opening up two brackets, placing x in both of them. You have 24 and 1, but that won't give us 5. Let's try something more realistic, like 8 and 3. 8 times 3 gives us 24, and we can combine 8 and 3 to give us minus 5. So here what we're going to do is we're going to say 3 minus 8. So we're going to have positive 3 minus 8 is equals to 0, like that. If we say 3 minus 8, it gives us minus 5. If I say 3 times negative 8, it gives us minus 24. So this works. Then my answer is going to be x is equals to, if you say x plus 3 is equal to 0, then to get 3 to the other side, you get minus 3. Or in this case, you would get x is equals to positive 8. But then again, we started off with a square root, which means one of our answers might not work. So we need to substitute our answers back into the equation itself. So if you take minus 3 first, so you have x, I'm going to replace it with minus 3 plus 28. Then this is going to give me 28 minus 3, that's 25, which gives me 5. And then that's on this side. On the other side, we have 2 minus negative 3. This also gives me 2 plus 3, which is 5. So both the left hand side and the right hand side give me 5 when x is -3. What about when it's 8? So if you put 8 plus 28 in there, you get square root of 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So we get 6 on this side if our answer, or if you substitute 8. What about the other side? We get 2 minus 8. This gives us -6. So we see here we get 6, here we get -6. And therefore, this is a non-answer. So on the answer, we put a slash through the equal sign to show that this answer is not applicable. So you can put a slash through, or you can write non-applicable at the bottom. Whichever one will show that only the -3 is the true answer.